Okay, hello YouTube. So today I have a new weapon that I can review to you. But I didn't actually buy this one this time. My friend actually bought this weapon for me this time. Most of the time when I need a new weapon or something, or if I want something, she's always nice enough to get it for me. Now this weapon took her a bit of time to save up for because this weapon was like basically $50. Well, not 50, but it was close to it. It came out to $44 because of tax. This is called the Skull Mayhem, and my friend got it for me off of Amazon. So let me handle this with care. So as you can see, this is the box that I designed for it. And you can see where it says keep out, and it says danger on top. And I just drew a few skulls on it. And I also made it look bloody, so I did some handprints. And how I did it was I just painted my hands red with paint and just basically put my hands all over it. So let's go ahead and get on with the video. So this is a very sharp knife. Well, not a knife. It's not a knife. It's basically blades, but it's called a claw. So first things first, it comes with a display. It does come with screws, I guess, so that you could screw the thing on here, but I don't really want to do that. So I had to wrap it up in a towel because this thing is very sharp. Now this weapon looks a lot bigger on camera. You could dismantle it if you want to. It feels a little bit loose when I'm holding it, but I think it's just a handle. So this is called Skull Mayhem, and you can tell easily why it's called that. This is a fantasy weapon. This is what it looks like when you're holding it down. It almost looks like it has fangs, kind of. You could definitely feel that it is very sharp. And you can actually hear it too. But it's sturdy. The claws on here are very sturdy. It's really cool. It's silver skull. So you hold it like this. Try not to move your hand up like this on the skull because it kind of hurts. So you just want to hold it like this, but with your fingers all down and not up, because you know you can probably cut yourself. But this is good for combat, you know, but I wouldn't use this for defending myself. This is just for display, but I would never use this to defend myself with because I could hurt my hand. I have not had the chance to test this out outside just yet. I do not have any I don't have any water bottles to test this out on, and I also, ow, I think it just poked my arm. I also need I need a lot of empty beer cans and water bottles and stuff like this to use it. Plus, I would love to go outside and test this on a tree because I know that somebody mentioned that they actually stabbed a tree with this and it didn't break it at all. This thing is so strong and so sharp that they said when they went to scratch the tree, this part here is so sharp that it actually got stuck into the tree. And it just stood there like this. And, you know, the guy was trying to pull it out. He said the thing is very, very sharp. He said that's how sharp it is because the fact that it can be stuck to a damn tree and bark. And that's pretty impressive. Now, I would like to find, let's see, maybe I could use this. I'm probably going to throw this out anyway. But, that's sharp. Oh yeah, this does get stuck. So I am making a few dents in this. pretty sharp. Oh yeah, this cuts through cardboard like it's nothing. So these ones are very easy to put in because these are long. Now what I'm thinking is that the way that these would probably, the short ones would probably cut something is if you actually able to cut through an entire piece of cardboard, and this entire part of the weapon is basically stuck inside completely. So the only way you'll be able to get this to cut something right here, this small claw right here, is if you slide this entire weapon inside of something completely, and then it would probably just go right through it, like the sword that I showed you guys. Now, I'm probably going to have to wear more than just gloves for protection, because I noticed that sometimes if I go like this, you can see that these spikes actually do touch your skin, and it hurts pretty bad. And you see that it can cut through clothing, and it can cut your arm, so you don't want to do that. So I'm probably going to have to find something to protect my hand to my arm up, because this is very sharp. So of course my favorite thing about this is the freaking skull, because the skull is the main masterpiece of this whole creation, because it's called Skull Mayhem, obviously. Now this is a big knife, but it's actually, well, I would have to say not huge, but it is big. But it's also small, so it's like it's big, but it's not too big and it's not too small, so it's just the right size. One thing is that my hands, they do get tired after a while of holding it like this for a while, because you're gripping on it so much. Plus, since I do have carpal tunnel, I have to be very careful when I'm holding it, because sometimes I might drop it by accident, you know, because that happens when you have carpal tunnel, you just drop things out of the blue. So, I have to wear a lot of protection when I'm handling this, because this is a very, very, very sharp weapon, and I would definitely wear protection, like, literally, because this, if this thing cuts you, this would hurt really bad. And just imagine if this dropped on your foot. Like, literally, if I just held it like this, I noticed that see, this is why you gotta wear protection. So, like, if you drop it, you know, I noticed that when you hold it like this, you kind of lose your grip for some reason, and you could accidentally drop this on your foot, or drop it like this, and this could go straight down and stab your foot, and that would really be bad. I would probably have to go to the hospital for that. So it almost looks like a shield, kind of, when you're holding it like this. Or, like, it looks like a combat shield, almost, like, kind of like with Kratos from the game, when he's got that shield, and it protects him, and it helps him fight better. Like, he'll be like, oh, oh, oh. So this is a really nice weapon. It is expensive, but, you could dismantle it, because it does have screws. As you can see, it does have screws on the back. When I first was getting this in the mail, my concern was that I was worried, because I know some people who written reviews said that, I guess when they got it in the mail, that there were some broken parts where it actually unscrewed itself somehow or something, and the person had to rescrew it and everything, because it was a little bit loose and all that. But I would try not dropping this, but it's sharp. It's very, very sharp, you can tell. And I'm trying to look for something else that I can cut. I don't want to use, like, the box that I have this thing in. I do have this. So, it is sharp. It's very sharp. This literally cuts with no problem at all. So you can hear that. Very sharp. And you can also tell that it's sharp by just feeling it, but be very careful not to cut yourself. But you can lightly touch the edge, but you can feel that it's very sharp. They also have another one called Scorpion, but of course I like skulls, so plus I like claws. Now, when I first got it, I thought that it came with two, but it actually only comes with one. Because if you order two of these, the total price will come out to $90, and I was like, there's no way in hell am I going to make my friend spend, like, that much money. I like that you could hold it like this, but just try not to, like, go like this, because you could cut your arm. But you can hold it like this. So there you go. And then with the other hand, you can do the same thing. You can do a few poses with it and be like this, or you can be like this, or just be like. Yeah, when I first got it, it was kind of sharp in the packaging, so I had to be careful. Anyways, I gotta get going because I gotta go to therapy soon, so have a great day.